The guy on the Chiefs, a.k.a. Travis Kelce, and music superstar Taylor Swift are the most talked about couple right now. Super Bowl 58 is on Sunday, with the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the San Francisco 49ers. This means you'll hear even more about Travis and Taylor. The couple has been the subject of a lot of talk surrounding the NFL, as Taylor's appearances have given football a whole new fan base. And of course, the focus is on their relationship. And it's also causing some controversy, with some NFL fans unhappy with all of the attention surrounding Taylor and Travis. I'm Stephanie Haney, and in this edition of In the News Now, we're taking a look back at how Taylor's relationship with Travis started, how their romance has impacted the NFL, and why her game attendance is getting under the skin of some football fans. Let's start with the love story. When did it all begin? Well, Travis had been trying to ask Taylor out, dating back to at least July of 2023, when he talked about it on his New Heights podcast with his brother Jason Kelce.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, I know you went to the Taylor Swift concert. How was it?
Yeah, well, I was disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings. So I was a little butthurt I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her.
You made her a bracelet?
Yeah. If you're up on Taylor Swift concerts, there are friendship bracelets, and I received a bunch of them being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one.
Luckily, there was no bad blood over that missed friendship bracelet, and the two did end up connecting. It has been revealed that there were private hangouts over the summer as they got to know each other, but it wasn't in the public eye until Taylor showed up at the Chiefs game against the Bears in September. It was the appearance fans were waiting for after Travis revealed on the Pat McAfee show that he invited Taylor to watch him play football, since he'd already been to her concert. 3 days after the show, she was in a box with Mama Kelce watching the Chiefs take on the Bears on September 24th. After the game, Taylor and Travis were seen leaving the stadium together and driving off in their own version of a getaway car. Travis addressed her game appearance on the New Heights podcast.
To see the high fives with Mom, to see how, Chiefs Kingdom was all excited that she was there. I know I brought all this attention to me, right? I'm the one I did the whole friendship bracelet thing and, told everybody how butthurt I was that I didn't get to meet Taylor.
You gotta shoot your shot.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You miss 100% and you don't take, baby. So yeah, I think it's what's real is that it is my personal life, and I want to respect both of our lives.
In an interview with Time magazine, after being named Time's 2023 Person of the Year, Taylor set the record straight on their relationship timeline, saying they were already a couple when she went to that first game. Fans were not watching their first date in real time, but that first appearance did kickstart the beginning of a new fan base for the Chiefs.
Who's your favorite football player?
Taylor Swift.
That adorable moment was caught by a mom in Kansas City as she asked her 2-year-old daughter who her favorite player is. And that young Swiftie is not alone in her new appreciation for the team. Taylor has been spotted at multiple Chiefs games showing support for Travis, and her public support for the team has shown that the Taylor Swift effect applies to more than just music. Ben Thompson connects the dots.
Travis Kelce's been popular in the NFL for years, but ever since he started seeing Taylor Swift, he's reached a new level of fame. Let's connect the dots. You're about to see a whole lot more Kelce 87 jerseys out and about, no matter where you are. Sportswear company Fanatics says after Taylor Swift was seen supporting the Chiefs player, his jersey sales skyrocketed 400%. And the Titans podcast with his brother also taking off. In their first episode after Travis Kelce was seen leaving the game with Taylor Swift, the show New Heights got nearly 2 million views. And it's only going up from here. After rumors swirled about a special appearance by Taylor Swift at Sunday Night Football in New York, where the Chiefs played the Jets, ticket prices soared 175%. And that is connecting the dots.
They say you can't put a price on love, but maybe sometimes you can. Taylor's romance with Travis is now estimated to be worth $331 million to the Chiefs and the NFL. The Apex Marketing Group tracked TV, radio, and social media mentions since Taylor was first seen at one of his games in September. That exposure has led to a jump in NFL viewership and jersey sales. And she's not just helping the NFL make money, she's also giving exposure to a particular entrepreneur. Taylor Swift wore a custom Kansas City Chiefs jacket to one of the games, which got a lot of attention. That jacket was made by Kristen Juszczyk. She's the wife of San Francisco 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk. Now, the talented 29-year-old sportswear designer has landed a licensing agreement with the NFL. So now she can officially use NFL logos in men's and women's apparel. She's made pieces for other big names like actor Taylor Lautner, incredible gymnast Simone Biles, and Brittany Mahomes. And now the Chiefs have made it to the Super Bowl, meaning there will be some new fans watching the big game this year. Swifties are ready to support Taylor's boyfriend this upcoming Sunday, leading some people to ask, is this the Super Bowl or the Swift Bowl? Ariana Cohen takes a look at Taylor's impact on the game.
Many new football fans are watching for one reason and one reason only, and that's to see a glimpse of this woman right here, Taylor Swift. And hey, now Taylor's boyfriend. I grew up in San Diego, but I was born in Kansas City, so I'm a die-hard Chiefs fan. But these Swifties are making a big impact on the game.
I'm going to Google, is Taylor Swift at the Chiefs game?
San Diegan Brooke Morgan is a Swiftie.
It looks like she's there.
She's got the bracelets, popcorn buckets, posters, and magazines to prove it. Needless to say, she is ecstatic anytime Taylor Swift pops up on the screen during football games.
Woo! Go Taylor's boyfriend!
Now that Swift has been dating Chiefs Travis Kelce.
Taylor Swift be part of football makes it just all the more fun to keep watching.
She's not the only one in this fandom who shares the excitement. Market Watch reports that Swift's association with the NFL has boosted the league's brand value by over $122 million in just a few months. Her impact on female viewership is staggering. A 53% increase among those aged 12 through 17, a 34% rise in those over 35, and 24% in the 18 to 24 demographic. I talked to a USA Today national sports columnist who agrees.
Particularly young and teenage girls who didn't care about football at all before now watch it.
For me, it kind of feels like a little bit of recognition to have the female audience that watches football as well.
Even former Charger John Carney can't get away from Swifties.
And my wife and my daughter, they're Swifties, so they love it. When I retired, my wife said, I'm done watching football. That's it. I'm good. And next thing you know, she's turning on the Chiefs games the last couple of months because she hopes to see Taylor.
Excited fans are now calling the Super Bowl the Swift Bowl. Swifties are hoping for no bad blood. Are you ready for it?
Now, if you haven't already done the calculations yourself, Taylor Swift can make it to Las Vegas in time for the Super Bowl following her shows in Japan. Taylor is performing a 4-night stint in Tokyo, which ends on February 10th, just one day before the Super Bowl. But we have to take into consideration that Tokyo is 17 hours ahead of Las Vegas. So the show will end before 10 p.m. Tokyo time, which means it will be 5 a.m. Saturday morning in Las Vegas. The flight from Tokyo to Vegas takes about 12 hours. That means she can arrive the day before the Super Bowl on Saturday, giving her plenty of time to get there before kickoff. And it looks like even the airline industry is now in its Swiftie era. There are new flights for the Super Bowl with special meetings. United and American Airlines added the flight number 1989, which is the title of one of Taylor's albums. They also added flight 2287, which is a nod to Taylor's song 22, and Travis Kelce's jersey number 87. And of course, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes has 3 flights in honor of his jersey number 15. Now, with the Super Bowl comes sports betting, and as people hope to make some money off their predictions, this year some people are even planning to make bets involving Taylor Swift. But it's important to remember, not all states allow you to place those bets, like in Ohio, for instance.
You're not going to be able to bet on whether or not Taylor Swift is at the Super Bowl, performs at the Super Bowl, how often they show Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. No, you can't bet on that.
So any Ohio Swifties new to football won't be able to legally bet on anything involving the pop star at the game. But it's not just her. Those are called prop bets, and they can't be placed on anything unrelated to the performance of athletes. That includes the coin toss, the color of Gatorade, and the length of the national anthem. Those prop bets will have to be sidelined in certain states for now.
you're not going to be able to wager on any of those items. But if somebody is on the same app in a different jurisdiction, their list of what they can wager on is likely going to look different.
But one state that does allow those prop bets is Arkansas. Rebecca Brown spoke with one Arkansas casino that's ready for an increase in betting this weekend, even ones involving Taylor Swift.
The NFL and football is our #1 most bet sport.
The Super Bowl is this Sunday, which means casinos are full with people getting ready to place their bets.
I'm going to take the underdog, which is Kansas City. I'm going to take them to win it.
Arkansas lawmakers approved casino gaming back in 2018, and the industry only continues to grow.
We have seen the revenues from last year to this year with how many bets people are making almost double year over year.
Neil Atkinson, the senior director of the sportsbook operations at Saracen Casino Resort, says the Super Bowl is the biggest sports betting event of the year.
If last year was any indication, the players had a very good Super Bowl last year with Kansas City winning in a high-scoring game. We paid out over $1.3 million in winnings last year. If we get a similar result to last year, that number is going to be a much bigger number.
According to the Arkansas Department of Finance and Administration, in 2023, legal sports wagers in Arkansas increased to $404 million, or $1.1 million on average per day. The state collected $5.53 million in taxes from sports betting last year, and Super Bowl wagers increased to $3 million.
This time of year, it is all about the NFL and college basketball. Of course, with this Sunday, it's all going to be about football.
But if you're anything like me and don't know a lot about sports, Atkinson says there are bets for you.
People are all about the prop bets. You know, we have the Taylor Swift effect even more this year, and a lot of people really do like to bet the Kelce bets and their individual player bets too.
1 week before the Super Bowl, Taylor earned her 4th career Grammy for Album of the Year. Travis says now he needs to bring home some hardware with a Super Bowl win. At a media night ahead of the big game, Travis was asked about Taylor's success, as well as if her possible appearance adds any pressure on him.
You can't put any more pressure than I put on myself. I promise you that. That's just the heart of a competitor. But she's definitely brought a lot of new faces to the game, and it's been fun to experience that. She seems to be enjoying the games. She's a part of Chiefs Kingdom right now. It's fun seeing her enjoy the game of football, knowing that it's kind of new to her life. She's unbelievable. She's rewriting the history books herself. I told her I'll have to hold up my end of the bargain and come home with some hardware too. And Taylor has an unbelievable fan base that follows her and supports her throughout her life, and it's been fun to kind of gather the Swifties in the Chiefs Kingdom and open them up to the football world and the sports world, and it's been cool to just experience all that.
Travis isn't the only Chiefs player showing Taylor some love, as Kevin John was catching up with the Chiefs safety Trey Dean III in Las Vegas and asked him about Taylor's game appearances and how it's impacted the team.
Now, obviously, you guys have been getting a lot of publicity for reasons outside of football with who's dating who and all that. I don't need to say their names. How have you guys as a team reacted to that? Do you like the publicity that comes with it, or are you guys like, we've already won Super Bowls, we earned our own publicity?
Yeah, we love it all. Taylor Swift part of the Chiefs Kingdom, and we added a great piece to the puzzle.
You said Taylor Swift's part of the Chiefs Kingdom. If you guys win on Sunday, does she get a Super Bowl ring?
I mean, I will vote. Yeah, I think she should get one too.
By now, you've probably heard some complaints over Taylor's appearances at NFL games. Not everyone is thrilled by her showing up. Some diehard football fans are mad by her being shown on the Jumbotron or during the broadcast when Travis has a big play. But as Taylor told Time magazine in 2023, she is, quote, just there to support Travis and is not aware if she's being shown or how often. The Associated Press sat down with an associate teaching professor at the University of Colorado Boulder who teaches courses around sports, gender, and communication and culture. She explains what the anger those football fans feel about Taylor says about themselves.
When someone like Taylor Swift intervenes in that experience that has been defined by those masculine values, it's been demeaned, belittled, it's been reacted to with disdain. And I think it harkens back to the way that we have been taught to dismiss or devalue things that are associated with femininity. So whether that be romantic comedies, fashion, right, love songs. And so when people get angry about a 26-second clip of Taylor Swift at a football game, I think it says more about why and what is valued in football. They're talking about Taylor Swift as a distraction, but military flyovers, cheerleaders, the commercials for the trucks and beer probably, those are distractions to the game, right? Players being carted off on a stretcher is a distraction. The displays of nationalism and military propaganda are distractions. But those distractions are meant for those viewers, right? Taylor Swift is a distraction that's not meant for them, and they aren't used to that. Taylor Swift represents empowerment for girls and women. She's about connection and inclusion and not division and competition. And so Taylor Swift is almost like a fly in their pudding. Again, it's not about her. It is about an anger or a distrust of what she represents. And it is a different version of politics, inclusion, America that they are trying to resist and hold on to a very traditional form of American politics. When you have brothers or husbands, boyfriends, dads, demeaning Taylor Swift around daughters and sons who are trying to watch the game, that sends a message that things that they care about or things that are important to them are not important. And it's teaching a lesson that a wildly successful woman who is globally adored should be ridiculed and demeaned instead of celebrated. And what I think is the paradox is that I wouldn't be surprised if those men posting the memes or complaining about Taylor Swift on the screen post #GirlDad when they're throwing the football around with their daughter. And that, for me, is this contradiction of you can't #GirlDad if you are literally demeaning and belittling the things that their daughters and maybe sons really enjoy because it's associated with femininity.
Support for Taylor has been shown all across the sports world as players, former players, and broadcasters have spoken out about her positive impact. From Patrick Mahomes to J.J. Watt and Stephen A. Smith, there's been no shortage of love for Taylor's NFL presence. But it goes beyond the sports world, with support from other celebrities, like David Letterman.
Taylor Swift, I don't think in the history of show business, in the history of popular culture, we've ever witnessed anything like this. Tremendous. She fills stadiums around the world and puts on a 3-hour show. Now, we live in a world now where all we hear is nonsense and ugliness. And the nonsense can't be more nonsensical, and the ugliness, God hopes it can't get any uglier. But that's all we hear. That's all we hear. So now here's Taylor Swift, who is a glowing bright light of goodness in the world, and she starts dating Kelce Grammer. And people
No, that's not true.
What?
Kelsey Grammer?
Yes.
Yeah, an interesting pairing.
And people go crazy. And the Kelce Grammer people say, oh, no, don't bother us. We're all caught up in football. We don't want Taylor in football. And the Taylor Swift people, the Swifties, are saying, oh, we don't want a footballer in here with Kelce Grammer. And I'm saying,
Kelce.
huh?
Travis Kelce.
Right, Travis Kelce. And I say to both camps, this is such a lovely thing. Shut up. It's good for the footballers. Yeah. It's good for Taylor Swift. And it's something positive and happy for the world. And also politically, Taylor Swift is a huge force. And I think just wants to see people do the right thing. So God bless Taylor Swift and Kelce Grammer. That's all I had.
Kelsey Grammer.
All in all, Taylor Swift is doing things greater than dating the boy on the football team, and Travis is also doing big things in the world of football, as this season he set the all-time NFL record for postseason receptions. Whether you're a Swiftie or a football fan, there will be lots of reasons to watch Super Bowl 58 on Sunday. Thanks for watching this special edition of In the News Now. I'm Stephanie Haney.